Yo, what's up, people? Welcome back to the second episode of the Lockdown Tapes, which is currently replacing ad-libs whilst we are locked down and can't film in person. So if you watched the first episode, you would know that me and Lee both contracted COVID. Hence, we've been a bit fucked up for the past couple of weeks and haven't been able to record shit because we've been ill as fuck. Tino's looking a bit mad there. I don't know what he's got to say on that one. But today's episode, we're going to get into a little topic that we actually forgot to put in an ad-libs episode time ago, which we were meant to talk about. And we thought it'd actually be a really good little shorter clip for this kind of style thing. So today's episode, as you might see in the title, is How to Escape the Friendzone. And I'm going to let Tino, King Friendzone, take the handle of this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll take that title of King Friendzone because we all know really that's Luke Batty's thing. But let me
can't throw a shade on a man.
Yeah.
You can't throw a shade on a man that ain't in the cool.
He's watching it and he's knowing that. But anyway, in my opinion, the friend zone is very escapable, but man, then make it look difficult. Also, on a side thing, remember in that first episode when I said I was speaking to someone, that one person that I spoke to through the whole of lockdown never got to meet. I got binned off for another lad.
So we've all been there though. We've been there.
Yeah, it gets there, but I do you know what it is? I didn't even get put in the friend zone. I didn't even get put in the friend zone,
bro.
Straight sacked off.
Yeah, gone ski, bro. Obviously, my attraction weren't big enough. But my opinion about leaving the friend zone is pretty simple, innit? Like, if a girl friend zones you, you've got to go off and do your own thing. You can't really be onto them too much because then you're never going to leave the friend zone if you're always giving them attention. Do you know what I mean?
But before we get into it, I think we need to define what the friend zone is, and if you are in the friend zone, like how do you know if you're in the friend zone? Because some people don't even know that they're in the friend zone.
Hey, trust me. There's many calls into how you're in the friend zone, and that is one, if you become the shoulder to cry on. For example, say, I don't know, you're chatting to this girl, yeah, you know, you think everything's going well, you think you're having good conversation, but little do you know, you haven't realized that all the conversation is just about her life problems, and like you're just giving advice on like how to get like over shit. Like a big one's always, I'm still chatting to my ex. I haven't got over my ex. And you're sat there giving her life advice on how to get over the ex, thinking like, yo, please, like, get over your ex and like come to me, come this way. But like, she's not, bro. You're there like, look, you need to get over him by like, I don't know, going out with your friends or going out with someone new. And then she's like, oh, well, who should I go out with? And then you're just like trying to drop a hint like, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm single. And she's like, haha, that's such a good idea. We'd be such like, you know, we'd have such a laugh as mates. And you're just like, yo, like, yo, that weren't what I was getting at.
See, the thing is with girls, I was about to make the mistake that we made in that first episode and say that word that triggered a lot of people. I ain't gonna say it. The thing with girls, and the thing with girls, like there's so many different ways you can be in the friend zone. Like the way you gave, that's like the grade A first example. But then there's also the guy who he starts chatting to the girl, everything goes well, and then out of nowhere, it just seems like she sort of wrote you off. So like you've registered your interest in it, and then she's just like wrote you off as not a serious candidate. And then when you show her how much of a nice person you are and that, she goes, oh, I'd love to be with a person like you. And then you're thinking, I'm a person like me.
Oh, that's a bit. Wait, that's
what I mean?
That line's a killer. That line is a killer, bro.
Someone like you.
Oh, mate. That one, it strikes a chord that hurts. Like just you saying that to me hurts me. Like,
yeah, bro, it's peak, innit? What about you, Jake? What do you think the friend zone is?
King relationships over here.
King.
O for relationships.
You should have about fucking 80 different answers.
Oh no, shit. You know what I think it is? Keeping it 100. I think it's a situation where like you are giving more than you're receiving, innit? I think for a lad and a girl, like if she's friend zoned you, she's like you was kind of saying, Lee, like she's seeking out everything to make you feel better. Sorry, to make her feel better. You're basically trying to make her feel better about her situations that she's in. I also think you can be in a friend, like some people like being in the friend zone. Like it's okay to just be friends with the opposite sex. You get what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Of course,
But
that's
but there's a
acceptable.
difference. There's a mad difference between if you're wanting something in the friend zone, and versus like you just wanting to be mates. Do you get me?
You know what the difference is, yeah. And this is not. I'm not going to get into it like how to get out of it so much, but how to stop yourself from falling into that pattern maybe is from the off. Yeah, if you're a nice lad and you just want to get to know someone, but don't put yourself in a position where you make yourself the friend. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
nah, yeah,
people
if a
can do
girl's
that
yeah.
chatting to you
100%.
about, if she's trying to bring up her ex in conversation, pass it off. Just be like, oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
peak.
exactly.
But then chat about something else. Start a new conversation. Don't
Yeah,
be
you
like,
gotta be
oh, you know
more.
what? Like, I've been
Yeah.
through that. Like, because as soon as you start to relate to her, then all of a sudden you become close, and next thing you know, you're mates, and it's peak. So.
And I was gonna say it sounds weird, but you kind of need to be a bit less friendly
Mm,
in a way and be a bit more assertive.
yeah.
Do you get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Be a bit more flirty. Don't come at it from just a friendly thing. You need to be a bit cheeky here and there. Because
Oh yeah.
literally, by you being friendly, you're putting yourself in the fucking friend zone. Do you get me?
Yeah.
But
Like,
the vibe you give off is the vibe that the girl's gonna get in it. So if you're giving off friendly vibes, she's gonna
I
be
am well
friendly.
acquainted with the friend zone. You know you're in the friend zone when you're getting tagged in brownie recipes on Facebook, my guy.
Yeah,
but
no, that's
I
not
am
the
telling
one.
you.
That's not
Yeah,
the
but
I
one.
am telling you now. I'll be honest, I finessed myself, bro. I did all the things that you man said not to do. But
and
I
you
was
did
so
it.
naive at the
You did
time.
it
I
with a
was a young
smile on your
buck.
face. You
I
did
was
it
a
You
with
know
a
young
what?
buck.
smile.
I was a young buck.
You
I
know what
was a young
the
buck. I
beauty is
thought,
about these the beauty is about these calls is that I can edit mad shit. So like we could have a little list on the side of how you know you're in the friend zone. One, yeah, she starts talking about her ex and she wants companionship. Two, she starts tagging you in brownie memes on Facebook. Yeah, you're get
oh,
out.
mate.
Right,
Get
it's
out.
adding up. But the thing is,
No.
yeah, you need to with the friend zone, yeah. Like fair enough, a lot of people get put in the friend zone without their own like consent or whatever. They didn't know that they was in the friend zone.
Mm.
But there's man there, yeah. They've got a girl, they like her, and they're like obviously on that friendly level, but they never register the interest in it. They never register the interest. It's like a bank loan. They never claim that interest. They didn't because
Can you? Are you? So you're saying someone that is in a friendship? Are you on about all that already in a friendship with someone?
no, I'm on about like obviously they've they've got to know a girl, but obviously like so say for example you go clubbing with like a group of girls and you know each other, do you know what I mean? And then you
Yeah.
become friends like just randomly. You've recently become newfound friends in it,
Mm,
and then
yeah.
you start to deep. Oh, there's actually something there, but then because of you not wanting to wreck that new friendship, you don't register your
Yeah.
interest. So then when you don't
Yeah.
register your interest, the worst thing that can happen is you're going to get buoyed. Fair enough. You'll get buoyed, you'll get over it.
Yeah,
But
I
if you
think
don't
that's an
register your
ego
interest,
thing, though, isn't it?
yeah,
That's an
true,
ego and a pride
true.
thing.
I've been buoyed too many times, bro. If I showed you my old
Wait,
Facebook Messenger, the amount of hours I took
you
to get
got
here.
you. I think on that level, yeah. Like if you do turn around and then realize, oh shit, like I actually like that you want to say something, or you're wondering like how do I now flip the script? I think it's one of them where you kind of have to just do it because you're not losing out on anything. Do you get me? Like you never
Yeah.
had it in the first place. So I think it needs to just be a thing of like just fucking do it and see. And if you're good enough friends and it doesn't go the way that you want it to, that ain't gonna fuck the friendship because they're gonna understand. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Mm.
but I think the peakest one is when obviously this is why it's hard for boys to accept girls with like friends that are boys because let's be honest, yeah. Okay, you're in a relationship. As soon as I've seen a guy on TikTok, yeah, who told his thing to put on a story. Yeah, I'm single. I feel like shit, and then a bagger man. A bagger man was in our messages. A bagger man was in our messages. So then what my point is like how do you, like sometimes you obviously you sometimes start as a friend and you wait your turn. Obviously you're on the bench for a while and you thought maybe you'll become the starter in it. But how do you go from being on the bench to a starter if
Yeah,
that
I think this
toxic
is
ex
where we
is
get
always involved in it?
this is where we get into how the whole title of the video. How do you escape it? So
How do you escape it?
I think I will give Lee can go for the first. I think we'll go around. I'll see. I'm about to say a circle then. Jesus Christ. We'll go around individually and give one piece of advice, starting with Lee.
I don't know. I mean, I stayed pretty quiet during all of that because I think the pair of you hit the nail on the head. To be honest, like Jake, you were saying about how you know, if you want to get out of the friend zone, you just have to bite the bullet and ask. Like, you have to see Wagwan. The thing is, it depends on how deep into the friendship you are. Like what Tino said, if you're a week in, fuck it, shoot your shot and see what happens. If you're like a good year in,
a week's nothing. Bro.
But if you're saying like you're a year in and like you've got this girl who, like, say we'll use uni for example, yeah. Say she's on the same uni halls as you, yeah. You got feelings for her and you want to like hit her up, but you don't know how to approach that because you've been mates for like a year now. Like, from what I would do personally is I would just either, I know it's a bit harder now because we can't really go on nights out and stuff, but I'd just say, right, you know, in uni they probably have nights where they sit and play games or some shit, or everyone sits in the front room or some shit like that. And I'd just I'd drop little hints like, you know, like, you look good today, blah blah blah. Like, be a little bit more complimentary, innit? But like in a flirtatious way. And
but
then
you gotta test the waters though.
Yeah. So like, I'm not saying
you're gonna know.
Yeah, I'm not saying go straight in and just be like, yo, you're fit as fuck today. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying going in with that energy, but I'm saying go in and just be like, oh yeah, like you look nice today, blah blah, and all that, and then see what you've got to bounce. You know what I mean? See if she starts hitting you with compliments, you know, wagwan. You know what I mean? You know that, like, okay, she's clearly, she fancies me a little bit. Otherwise, she wouldn't like compliment me.
You definitely need to analyze the reaction.
Yeah,
of when
you
you
need.
know
You need to.
100%.
What's that fucking? What's that course that people take in uni? All the fuck, everyone takes it. It's the one where you can.
Psychology.
Yeah, that's it. Psychology. Yeah. You've got to have like the right psychology. You know what I mean? Like, if you're at uni and you're taking psychology, you should know by body language and see wagwan and see what you're saying. But if you want to get out of that. I've got two things, yeah. Either test the waters and flirt with her a bit and see if she bounces off you with that and get a vibe for it. Or secondly, and this advice may not work as much, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's a good way of testing the water again, is maybe start chatting to her about one of her mates. So take the attention. No. Hear me out.
Oh my goodness!
You're playing a dangerous game with that.
Yeah, but there's take the attention away from her, put it on someone else, and see how she reacts to that. If she starts getting a little,
good, but her mate,
might
be a bit too close to home.
Okay, say another girl in a uni hall, yeah. Chances are they'll still be mates because they all live in the fucking same uni hall. But let's just say,
trust me, not. They won't be.
Say you take the attention away from her and put it on to someone else, and talk to the original girl about it, yeah. And we'll see what her reaction is. If she's like, oh no, I think you could do so much better than that, blah blah blah, then you know she's dropping hints that she's like, okay,
onto you.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, that's my advice.
Go ahead, Jake.
Okay, so follow on for that. Like, it depends what kind of person you are, to be honest. I'm gonna give a few pieces of advice like Lee, but one, if you're kind of like a bullish person where you don't give a fuck and you're just a bit outspoken and you're just gonna do your thing. And then secondly, if you're a bit more conserved and like, you know, you're not as willing to put yourself out there all the way, and you wanna, you know, you wanna figure it out rather than being blunt.
Yeah.
So I think my first piece of advice, like I kind of said earlier, was like, yo, literally just have an open, honest conversation with the person and just say, and put it all on the table, and then just fucking go from there. Because honestly, I think the best thing to be is literally just to be honest in it. Because like, just stay true to yourself and do that. And but if you don't want to do that because you're a bit nervous about what that situation might then unfold into, and you're a bit more conserved and you want to, you know, try and fish for it a little bit more, I think I agree with Lee's point about maybe start talking to her about someone else and seeing what the reaction is. Secondly, you need to make sure, I'm telling you now this for a fact, being overly friendly, as someone who is overly friendly all the fucking time, can really fuck you up when it comes to trying to secure that situation. You need to be a bit more dickhead. Not dickhead, that's not the right word. You need to be a bit more like, don't let her get away with shit all the time.
Slow down. Just slow down. Just slow down. That's the way.
No, but it's not even that. Because it's just like not giving them all your attention all the time. And
we've been in situations before where we've been on lads' holidays and stuff, and you'll talk yourself into a corner because you'll just ask them about anything and everything, and it's good to be open and honest with people.
It worked for him
and
one
stuff.
time though. Wow.
The one time it worked in how many holidays? Like,
yeah, but the thing is,
it works.
I would take that success rate for the girl that it worked with.
Who did it work with? I don't remember. Which holiday? Maga?
Big Bunda one.
Big Bunda in Maga. Yeah, but nothing happened.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, but he had obviously man. He had defenders. He had his own team had defenders.
Let's not get into that situation.
You don't want to talk about it.
Yo, it's people like me, yeah. Like I'm a necessary for other people. I'm not the springboard for other people. So regardless if I don't help myself, I'm help out everybody else, innit? Because that's just how it's got to be, and I'm accepting of that, you know.
Yeah, we all use your chat as the assist, but.
It's what it is, man. But like literally, you got them two ways. You either need to change up, stop being as friendly, and be a bit more not giving them the time of day as much, and actually being a bit more cheeky with it. If you're trying to, and just seeing what the reaction's saying, and that'll kind of gauge if they're feeling it or not. Or the second one, just be a completely and utterly honest, and just come clean. Because the worst, like you haven't got you haven't got that situation secured anyway before, yeah. Yeah. So what's the worst that's going to happen? You're not losing out on something that you haven't got anyway. Do you get me?
Yeah, facts.
That's what I'd say.
So then on that note, Tino, what are you saying? How are you escaping the friend zone?
What I'm telling you, yeah. Okay. Firstly, I'd like to shout out Young Ads and LB, because obviously they're in DBE. You need BDE, big dick energy. That's what you need. That's what you need to escape that fucking friend zone. Do you know why? Yeah, because if you're giving this girl everything she wants, and she doesn't have it, why are you putting her on a pedestal? Then why are you wasting your time like that? You need to invest in other ventures in it, because realistically, you know what I mean. If this girl's not taking you serious, yeah. You can either do one of two things. One, you can try harder, which, my friend, is not gonna work. If 50% effort weren't enough, 100% is gonna be her sending you not to the friend zone, bro, to the brother zone, and that place you ain't leaving that place.
Yeah, that's so right now, forbidden land.
Right now, you're in purgatory. If you go brother zone, you're in hell.
Yeah.
So you can come back, but you need to like. It's all about your own personality. All you can be is yourself, innit? But at the same time, don't give her too much attention. Give her some space, innit? Let her think about you and think, what's this guy up to? Like, why doesn't he message me in that? And also, you've just got to not be too like. But everyone said the same thing. You don't have to be too straight to the point, but at the same time, yeah. You got to tell her where you want that destination to be. Obviously, it's like getting in an Uber. You're not going to get in an Uber and go, yeah, just take me wherever, boss. No. Yeah, you want to say, you got to have the destination in mind. Yeah. And if you've got in, yeah, and then the boss man's telling you, oh, this is your destination, and you're saying, this is my destination, you're telling me the wrong place, yeah? If it's not adding up, you're not going to stay in the Uber, are you? You're going to get out and go find another one that's going your destination. So realistically, you got to find, obviously the girl you want might not be onto you that much, and it might be sad for a week or two or however long it takes you to recover from that. To be honest, for me, I ain't recovered. Because
but in the bigger picture of shit, like it weren't meant to be. It's not that deep. So
we're young, innit? Like don't waste your years. Like I'm not saying don't be friends with females, but if you want them to be like more than friends and they don't want to be more than friends, why are you wasting your time?
Not to piss off the female population, but there's it's probably 6 billion things in the world, yeah. And I'm saying don't get too focused on one thing. And on that note,
He's gone. He's fucking gone.
thank you for watching the second episode of How to Escape the Friend Zone on the
Wait,
lockdown
what?
tapes.
Is that a new
Yeah.
series we're doing now?
Yeah, no, I fucked it. But yeah, anyway, let us know what else you want to talk about, stuff like that. And yeah, drop a like, comment, and as Tino puts it so cleanly, I need that subscriber going up.